The Gemara tells us a story of Rabbi Elish, who was once held in captivity in a prison. Together with him was another man, a non-Jew, and they were sitting together in a prison cell when a bird, a raven, suddenly came near them. A raven was sitting near them and started croaking loudly. "Do you understand the language of birds?" Rabbi Elish asked the other man. "Yes, I do," said the man. "Well," he said, "what is the raven saying?" "Run away, Elish, run away. That's what the bird is saying," this man told him. "No," said Rabbi Elish, "I'm not going to trust the words of a raven. Ravens are deceitful birds. I'm not paying attention to him." A short while later, a dove came and was also perched near them and was cooing. "What is the dove saying?" Rabbi Elish asked the other man. "He's saying, 'Run away, Elish, run away.'" Said Rabbi Elish, "I know that the Jewish people is compared to a dove, and as such, I'm going to see this as a good omen, and I'm going to run away." And that's what happened. He escaped, and he managed to get away without being caught. There's a question on the story as follows. There's one of the commentaries explains that Rabbi Elish himself also understood the language of birds. And if so, why did he ask the other man, "What is the bird saying?" Surely he heard for himself what the bird was saying. And the idea we learn from here is that while we sometimes hear things clearly, we can never trust our own ears, because we have built into us a bias. And the bias makes it that we sometimes hear what we want to hear, and we can't really rely on our own hearing. This message is reflected in the Parsha. When Balak sent messengers to summon Bilam, he wanted Bilam to curse the Jewish people. Bilam obviously had to say to the messengers, "I must first ask Hashem. I must have Hashem's permission." And when Bilam asked Hashem, Hashem told him, no, don't go with them, because the Jewish people is blessed. Bilam, however, made the same mistake. He only heard what he wanted to hear. He only heard the words, "Don't go with them." So he went to the messengers and he said to them, no, Hashem said, "I can't go with you." Hashem said, "I can't go with you because you're not important enough messengers. I'm a very important person. And if Balak wants to summon me, he has to send very important people to come and call me. And Hashem told me, don't go with them. These people are not worthy of being the messengers for you, for such a great person as you." Bilam obviously made a fool of himself here. As we see right through the Parsha, how wrong he was, how misguided he was, and how his evil tripped him up, stumbled him up, that he ended up with nothing at all. All the rewards he hoped to get through his evil act, everything backfired on him. He ended up with nothing. He only ended up by being killed by the sword. He died by the sword. And this is the message. The message is that we have to be careful not to trust our own ears, but to be ready to ask other people and to think carefully before we make any decisions. Because we do have lurking within us a bias that can sway us, a bias that can lead us astray to follow only our lowest urges, our lowest interests, instead of doing what is best for us and what is right in life.